Some of what you're saying makes it sound like there is a luxury of time in waiting to see how this plays out on the ground. But at the same time, while the White House says the preferred approach has to be diplomacy, whether it's military talks or if it's a political transition, that is diplomacy is the foot forward. All of that is stalled. There are no talks on the calendar, military to military or diplomatically at this point. One could look at that and say the Russians just appear to be playing for time and tilting the chessboard towards their guy. Does the White House walk away thinking that right now? Or is the jury still out on whether Putin is following through on this agreement?
Well, on the military-to-military talks, I would not rule out that there are follow-ups relatively soon to those initial conversations that took place last week. But I think there's one premise of your question that I would disagree with. I don't think President Putin is playing chess, he's playing checkers. And I say that because he's making a series of tactical decisions that are leading to a starkly negative strategic conclusion, which is that by making the tactical decision to ramp up their support for the Assad regime, Russia is being sucked into a sectarian civil war, essentially a quagmire that poses a whole set of risks to Russia's interests, not just in the region, but back at home. And whether that is being further isolated in the international community, pushing off a political solution that even the Russians themselves acknowledge is necessary, and certainly making Russia the target of Sunni Muslims in Syria and in Russia that are quite angry that the Russians have backed up the murderous regime of Bashar al-Assad.